Hi, I'm Merran. Thank you for joining me for this 30-minute Hatha session. I'm going to start by coming to lie on our backs. So just taking a moment to settle into the mat, taking your legs wide, letting the feet flop out to the side, just lying with the palms facing up, tucking under the shoulders, releasing any tension in the neck, gently closing the eyes and relaxing. Just taking a couple of moments here to focus on the breath. So taking some nice deep inhales, some nice long exhales. When you're ready, opening the eyes, slowly drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourselves a hug, gently rocking out the lower back, releasing any tension. Coming back to centre, taking a hand on each knee, starting to draw circles with the knees, working into the hips. So inhale, pushing the knees away, exhale, drawing them back round. Starting to take those circles in the opposite direction now. And coming back to centre, drawing the knees together, pointing the feet up towards the ceiling, starting to point and flex the feet, really stretching down the front and back of the legs. And starting to draw some circles with the ankles. Don't worry if they're clicky. And taking those circles in the opposite direction. Coming back to centre, taking that bend in the knees, dropping the soles of the feet down to the mat. We're going to take that right ankle up onto the left knee, keeping that right foot flexed to protect the knee. We're going to start to draw the left leg in towards the body, maybe catching hold of the back of the left thigh. And just have a sense of pushing that right knee away, drawing that left knee in. Remembering those nice deep breaths, trying to breathe in and out through the nose. Gently releasing that left foot back to the mat, unhooking that right foot, bringing that back to the mat. Taking that on the other side, taking that left ankle up onto the right knee. Again, keeping that left foot flexed, drawing that right leg in, catching hold of the back of the right thigh. And again, just feel the sensation of pushing that left knee away, drawing the right knee in. Releasing that right leg, dropping that right foot back to the mat, unhooking that left foot. Keeping that bend in the knees, we're going to come into bridge. So bringing the arms down by the side, palms facing down. Drawing the heels in closer towards the bottom. Feet are hip width apart. As you come up, trying not to let the knees drop out to the side. So inhale, raising the hips nice and high. Taking some nice deep breaths at the top. Slowly lowering back down, rolling through the spine, coming to land on the mat. Taking that one more time, inhale, raising the hips high, nice deep breaths at the top. Slowly lowering back down, rolling through the spine, coming to land on the mat. Drawing the knees into the chest, crossing the feet at the ankles, taking hold of the back of the thighs, tucking the chin into the chest, gently rocking and rolling, coming up to a seated position. So coming to sit with the legs crossed, bringing the fingertips in front, inhale to open through the chest. Exhale, gently coming forwards just as far as you're comfortable, releasing the head and neck when you come as far as you want to, breathing into the back of the body. So inhaling, coming back up to centre. I'm going to cross the legs in the opposite direction now, so bring the opposite foot in front. Again, bring the fingertips in front. Inhale to open through the chest. Exhale, folding, just coming as far as you're comfortable. Releasing that head and neck, breathing into the back. Coming back up to centre. We're going to come onto all fours into tabletop. Clicky hip. So making sure that the wrists are beneath the shoulders, knees are beneath the hips, that nice box position. And we're going to take some cat-cows. So inhale, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, arching the back, looking towards the belly. Take a few of those with your own breath, really rolling through every vertebrae. And coming back to centre, coming back into that neutral position. Taking that right foot to the back of the mat. Raising that right leg in line with the hip, extending that left arm in front. Nice strong tummies. Coming back to centre. Taking that left foot to the back of the mat, raising that left leg up to hip level, extending that right arm out in front. Coming back to centre. I'm going to come into child's pose, so bringing the big toes together, taking the knees wide, sinking the bottom back towards the heels, relaxing the head and neck, bringing the forehead to the mat, really breathing into the back. And coming back up through centre, back up through tabletop, we're going to come up into our first down dog. So making sure the hands are at the front of the mat, arms are shoulder width apart, really spreading the fingers, really pushing the palms into the mat, tucking the toes, raising the hips, pushing back to that down dog. So that nice inverted V, drawing the heels towards the back of the mat, looking up towards the belly. We're going to start to walk our hands towards the back of the mat, towards the feet, taking a bend in the knees if that's more comfortable, coming into our forward fold at the back of the mat. Clasping hold of opposite elbows, we're going to come into ragdoll. So really letting that head hang heavy, just swaying the torso from side to side, legs nice and strong. Coming back to centre, releasing the hands back to the mat, walking the hands forward, coming back into that down dog. Looking towards the fingertips, stepping or walking to the front of the mat into that forward fold. Inhale, slowly coming up. Exhale, releasing. So standing at the front of the mat, Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, folding. Bending at the knees, plant the palms, stepping back to plank. Lowering to the mat, knees, chest coming through onto the chin. Inhale, looking upward through up dog. Tucking the toes, raising the hips, pushing back to that down dog. Looking towards the fingertips, stepping or walking to the front of the mat into that forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, folding. Bending at the knees, plant the palms, stepping back to plank. Lowering to the mat, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling through up dog. Tucking the toes, raising the hips, pushing back to down dog. Looking towards the fingertips, stepping or walking to the front of the mat into that forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Okay, we're going to come into a low lunge now. Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, folding. Bending at the knees, plant the palms, stepping the right foot back, dropping down onto that right knee, unhooking the toes, making sure that left knee is above the left ankle. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, sinking into the hips, trying to relax through the shoulders. Bringing the hands to prayer. I'm going to twist to the left, taking that right elbow to the outer edge of that left knee. So really twisting through that belly, looking up over that left elbow. Planting that right palm next to the left foot. I'm going to open out that twist, so raising that left arm high, looking up towards those left fingertips if it's comfortable. Any pressure on the neck, looking down at the mat. Planting that left palm outside the left foot, tucking the toes on the right foot, raising the right knee, stepping that left foot back to plank. Lowering to the mat, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling through up dog. Tucking the toes, raising the hips, pushing back to down dog. Looking towards the fingertips, stepping or walking to the front of the mat into that forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Taking that on the other side. Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, folding. Bending at the knees, plant the palms, stepping the left foot back, dropping that left knee to the mat, unhooking the toes. Again, making sure that right knee is above the right ankle. When you're ready, inhale, coming up. Exhale, sinking into the hips, relaxing through the shoulders. Bringing the hands to prayer. Twisting to the right, taking that left elbow to the outer edge of that right knee. Really twisting through the belly, pushing the palms together. Planting that left palm next to the right foot, opening out that twist, raising that right arm. Again, looking up at the fingertips if that's comfortable. Any pressure on the neck, looking down at the mat. Planting that right palm outside the right foot, tucking the toes on that left foot, raising the left knee, stepping that right foot back to plank. Lowering to the mat, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling through up dog. Tucking the toes, raising the hips, pushing back to down dog. Looking towards the fingertips, stepping or walking to the front of the mat into that forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Okay, we're going to come into warrior two. So taking a big step back with the right foot, coming into that wide-legged stance. Turning that left foot out 90 degrees to face the front of your mat, squaring the hips with the long edge of the mat. Bringing the arms up to shoulder height, looking over the left fingertips, bending into that left knee. So you want to bring that left knee above the left ankle. So maybe adjusting that front foot. Trying to keep the chest in a nice central position. Trying to relax through the shoulders. And remembering to breathe. Extending through the waist, dropping that left elbow to the left thigh, bringing that right arm up and overhead, coming into extended side angle. So a nice diagonal line from the top of your fingertips down to the outer edge of that right foot. Inhale, coming back up to center, keeping a bend in that front knee, turning that left palm up, raising that left arm, relaxing the right, coming into reverse warrior. Really opening through the front of the body. Releasing that left arm, straightening that left leg, stepping the feet back together at the front of the mat. So we're going to take that on the other side. So taking a step back with the left foot, coming into that wide-legged stance. Turning that right foot out 90 degrees to face the front, squaring the hips with the long edge of the mat. Bringing the arms to shoulder height, looking over the right fingertips, bending into that right knee, bringing that knee above the ankle. Trying to keep the chest in a central position, relaxing through the shoulders, breathing. Extending through the waist, dropping that right elbow to the right thigh, bringing that left arm up and overhead. Inhale, coming back up to center, again keeping that bend in the front knee, turning the right palm up, raising the right arm, releasing the left, coming into reverse warrior. Relaxing that right arm, straightening that right leg, bringing the feet back together, coming to the front of the mats. Okay, we're going to come into pigeon. Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, folding. Bending at the knees, plant the palms, stepping back to plank. Lowering to the mat, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling through up dog. Tucking the toes, raising the hips, pushing back to down dog. Raising that right leg high, coming into a three-legged dog. Drawing that right knee in towards the right wrist, dropping that right leg across the top of the mat, releasing that left leg behind you. Making sure that left leg is straight, leveling off at the hips, gently coming to the forearms, relaxing the head and neck. Coming back up onto the hands, tucking the toes on that left foot, taking that right foot back to down dog. Raising that left leg high, coming into a three-legged dog. Taking that left knee to the left wrist, dropping that left leg across the top of the mat, releasing the right leg behind. Again, making sure that leg is straight, leveling off at the hips, coming down to the forearms. relaxing the head and neck. Coming back up onto the hands, just coming onto the left side of the bottom, swinging the legs round in front. Coming to sit nice and tall, legs straight in front, flexing through the feet. Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, folding. Just land wherever you're comfortable. Maybe taking hold of the toes, maybe the legs. Relaxing the head and neck. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Taking a bend in that right knee, drawing the knee into the chest. Taking that right foot to the left thigh. Twisting slightly so facing directly over that left leg. Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, folding. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Gently bringing that right knee up. Taking that right foot over the left knee. Hugging that right knee into the chest. Really twisting from the belly, looking over that right shoulder. Bringing the right fingertips behind. Coming back to centre. Unhooking that right foot, sliding that right leg along the mat. Bringing that left knee into the chest, taking that left foot to the right thigh. Again, just twist slightly so you're facing directly over that right leg. Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, folding. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Gently bringing that knee up. Taking that left foot over the right knee. Hugging that left knee into the chest. Really twisting from the belly, looking over that left shoulder. Taking those left fingertips behind. Coming back to centre. Unhooking that left foot, sliding that leg along the mat. Bringing the soles of the feet together. You can have the feet further away or closer in, wherever's comfortable, wherever you feel that stretch through the hips. So sitting nice and tall, inhaling, exhale coming forwards, maybe pressing down on the thighs, maybe the calves, wherever you feel that stretch through the hips. Gently coming up and releasing, taking that bend in the knees, shuffling forwards towards the front of the mat, extending the arms out in front and slowly coming to lie down. So rolling through the spine, nice strong tummy. Coming back to the mat. So keeping that bend in the knees, bringing the arms up to shoulder height, and just letting both knees drop over to the left. Looking over that right shoulder, coming into that gentle twist, breathing into that right side. Bringing the knees up through centre, taking both knees over to the right, looking over the left shoulder. Bringing the knees back up to centre, extending the legs along the length of the mat, and we're going to come into a couple of minutes of relaxation. So coming back to where we started, taking the legs wide, letting the feet flop out to the side, lying with the palms facing up, Releasing any tension in the neck. Gently closing the eyes and relaxing. When you're ready, starting to wiggle your fingers and toes, coming back into the room. Maybe taking a stretch overhead. Drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourselves one last hug. Gently rocking and rolling, releasing any tension. And coming to lie on your right hand side, taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, slowly coming back up to a comfortable seated position. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.